Child, I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, it feels like the prices have gone up again. You walk in, you spend $100, and you come out with maybe 2 or 3 bags of groceries. So this week, I decided to put my budget to the test. I'm taking $25 to see if it's still possible in this economy to feed my family of 5 7 complete dinners. We are a meat eating family, so I'm going to try to do this challenge with meat for all 7 days. Y'all, I am up for this challenge. I'm up for it. Y'all know how expensive meat is, so we're gonna see what all I can come up with for my family. Anytime I'm doing an extreme grocery budget challenge, I have to come up with a plan. I ask myself, what meals can I cook that are cheap and filling? What's on sale this week? How many stores will I need to go to? Am I wasting gas money to chase this sale? These are all things that I think about before heading to the grocery store. And now that we have a plan, let's go buy some groceries.
Warning, the footage you are about to see is of a mom attempting to feed a family of 5 on a very limited budget. Please be advised that pantry staples, including but not limited to spices, seasonings, and a few other ingredients already on hand, will be used during the course of this cooking challenge. Viewer discretion is advised.
The first thing I did when I got home was tackle the most important ingredient of this entire challenge, which was the chicken. Now, that 10-pound bag of leg quarters was going to be the backbone of several meals this week. After giving the chicken a good wash, I divided it into freezer bags. Some bags have 5 leg quarters, some have 6, and in one bag, I separated the legs from the thighs, and that totaled 12. And the reason why I did that is to make it stretch a little further. One thing you'll notice throughout this challenge is that I'm always looking for the biggest bang for my buck. And when it comes to feeding a family on a tight budget, that 10-pound bag of chicken leg quarters from Jovi's is really hard to beat. In fact, they regularly go on sale for around $4.90. And whenever they do, I always try to stock up because I know that I can turn one bag of leg quarters into multiple meals. And speaking of meals, for Sunday, we're kicking things off with smothered chicken, sweet peas, rice, and a yellow cake. Not bad for a strict budget, huh? Now, I know someone is probably thinking, I don't have a Jovi's where I live. And trust me, I get it. The good news is that you don't have to shop at the exact same stores that I do to make this challenge work. The key is to look for deals in your area. You also want to check your weekly ads, use your grocery store apps, and don't be afraid to compare prices between stores. Because child, I'm always looking for the cheapest protein, the best produce deals, and pantry staples that can be used across multiple meals. And at the end of the day, it's not really about shopping at Jovi's, it's about being intentional with what you buy. This is how Sunday's dinner turned out, and it was so delicious, y'all. Not only did I feed all 5 of us, but we even had 1 extra plate left over, which is always a win when you're trying to stretch your grocery budget. Monday, we're keeping it pretty simple. We're having barbecue leg quarters with green beans and candied yams. Now, one thing I love about meals like this is that they prove you don't have to spend a lot of money to put together a complete dinner. Chicken leg quarters are one of my favorite budget-friendly proteins because they are usually much cheaper than chicken breasts. Now, when you pair an affordable protein with budget-friendly sides, those savings really start to add up over the course of the week. It's Taco Tuesday and we're having burritos tonight. Now, normally I would use ground beef, but I decided to go with ground turkey because it was much cheaper. And honestly, once I add all the toppings, the cheese, the seasonings, my family can't tell the difference anyway. And since we're trying to make every dollar count this week, I wanted to stretch this meat as far as possible. I had a can of refried beans sitting in the pantry, so I used that as the base. Not only does it make the filling go further, but it also adds a little extra protein. One budget tip that doesn't get talked about enough is using what you already have before buying something new. It is Wednesday and on the menu today is mesquite chicken, stuffing, and corn. Now, because the chicken marinated in the freezer for a few days, the flavor was absolutely there. And y'all, I cannot believe Aldi still had that stuffing on sale for 49 cents and that cake mix for 99 cents. I had to go inside the store to find those deals because they were not in the weekly ad. And that is the beauty of taking your time at the grocery store, because sometimes you find deals that are just too good to pass up. This is how dinner turned out, and it was absolutely delicious. We are officially over the hump. It's Thursday and tonight we're having ramen and stir fry. Now, if you're on a really tight budget, it doesn't get much cheaper than this. The ramen was only 25 cents a pack, and with a few extra ingredients, you can turn it into a meal that's a whole lot more filling. Now, the one thing this recipe was missing was soy sauce. I could have sworn I had some in the pantry, but apparently it said find me. So we're just gonna make it do what it do without it. Now, remember that extra plate we had left over from Sunday's dinner? Well, nobody got around to eating that chicken, so instead of letting it go to waste, I actually shredded it up and added it to this stir fry. One of the easiest ways to save money on groceries is to reuse leftovers. Instead of serving the exact same meal again, try turning leftover meat into something completely different. That way your family gets a new meal and you get more value out of the food you've already paid for.
I said it's gonna be a quick one, so we just gonna get straight into it. I hope y'all are smiling. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Okay, I swear. I was a little busy. I'm still a little busy, but hey, we're back. I'm stalling. Let's just get to the thing. So what we have here today is ramen and stir fry. Well, I do be saying eat your veggies, kids. So I think I'm going to be eating nothing but veggies because yeah, my mother was right. I'm seeing nothing but veggies. Ramen, a few eggs. I want to get a nice chunk of everything, you know, get the nice slice of life, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want to get the egg. You know, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's as good as it's gonna get. Pretty good. Very. Taste the ramen. I do taste the ramen. I do taste more of the vegetables. I taste a whole lot of the vegetables though. Not a bad thing at all. I'm glad I got the egg on there because I also tasted a bit of the egg. So pretty good. It's not too bad, not too shabby. This is pretty alright. I think I like it. That is the review. That is what I give the ramen chicken fry.
Ramen stir fry.
Ramen chicken fry. There ain't no chicken in that.
It sure is.
There's a chicken in there?
Yep.
I sure didn't taste no chicken. Y'all, the rating is 500,000 out of 10. That's Jordan's reviews. Big Mac attack. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.
We're gonna keep this train rolling. Now, did y'all catch my son low-key roasting my ramen and stir fry? Yes, Jordan, there was chicken in there. Not much, but there was definitely chicken in there. Anyway, for dinner tonight, we're having an egg boil. If you've never had one before, it's a budget-friendly meal that's packed with flavor, comes together in less than 30 minutes, and it doesn't require a long list of ingredients. I'm also using a piece of andouille sausage that was in the fridge from something that I cooked last week. I figured I might as well use it before it goes bad because throwing away food is basically throwing away money. On Saturday, we had barbecue chicken again with green beans and stuffing, but this time I used a barbecue rub instead of random seasonings just to see if it would taste different, and y'all, it was so good, especially after I brushed on some Sweet Baby Ray's. Was this challenge possible? I would say yes. My goal was to feed my family of 5 7 dinners on a $25 grocery budget. And while I didn't come in at exactly $25, I came pretty close. Now, what this challenge showed me is that with a little planning and creativity, you can stretch your grocery budget further than you think. Now I know everyone's budget looks different. For some families, $25 may not even be realistic. And for others, $25 may be all that they have to work with for that week. And since prices do vary where you live, what stores are available in your area, and how many people you're feeding, what worked for my family may look completely different for your family, and that's okay. At the end of the day, this challenge wasn't about the number. It was about making the most of what you have and being intentional with the resources available to you. But if there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that small changes do add up. Whether that's cooking one more meal this week instead of going to a fast food restaurant, or using what you already have in your pantry, or even being more intentional with your grocery shopping. Every dollar saved can be a dollar that is used somewhere else, like savings. Let me know down in the comment section, do you think you could feed your family off of a $25 grocery budget? And if not, what is a realistic grocery budget for your family? As always, I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.